What's up, y'all? Sparta here. Um, oh, this is the third video, but I do want to talk about something that has got back into my hands as of recently, and surprise, surprise, the NVIDIA Shield Tablet K1. Now, my original Shield tablet, I guess technically got stolen, but it's no big deal. So my homie was moving, right? My homie moved to Cali because reasons. And before that, I offered to buy his shield off him for $150. It came with the tablet and an SD card in there, right? And I mainly, originally, I just wanted to be like, can I use your shield just so I can do a couple videos on it? And he was like, cool. But then he just like gave it to me because he left. As well as like that Genji sword in the corner right there. If you play Overwatch, obviously that's it's the only sword. He got it at Anime Detour when we went there. I think last year or earlier this year. I don't remember. Oh no, it was last year because that was the year I got jacked for my Note 10, my Note 8 and V30, but that's neither here nor there. So the main reason I got this is to test it against flagships of today. Because when I originally had it, I was testing it against the V20, the PS Vita. I didn't get to test it against the Switch, I don't think, which has a I think higher clock speed version of the Teg, is it Tegra X1? NVIDIA Tegra, is it Tegra? I think so. The NVIDIA X1 chip that's in like the NVIDIA Shield TVs and stuff, right? It has either a slightly lower clock version of that or a slightly higher clocked version of that. I don't know, but oh, now light wants to come into the picture. I'm sorry, it's becoming winter in Minnesota, so it's darker out. So, oh wow, look at that. So yeah, NVIDIA Shield Tablet K1. No, I still have the controller, but it's at my apartment connected to my Shield TV. So I'm not able to use that. But what I am able to do is play games like the new Cod Mobile and compare it between Note 10, V40, not the 6T because I'm using the 6T to record this video, and the LG V20. And you'd be shocked, actually, on how well this still holds up. So I'm gonna boot it up real quick and show you guys show you guys how exactly this plays on here. Keep in mind that this tablet still runs on Android 7. They basically stopped supporting this thing with full OS updates after Android 7. So you won't get like Android 10 unless you root it and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. God, I got big hands. What the... this is going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult. It always hangs up on here no matter what device I use, so just keep that in mind. It's loading. But the speakers are still really good. That's something that I did indeed notice. And it still loads pretty quick, too. Nothing like... It doesn't load nearly as quick as like my Note 10 or my V40, but it still loads quick enough to where I'm like, yeah, I can see people play on this. I do want to test to see if the controller will work, but we'll see. Oh, now it's gonna spam me with freaking. Now keep in mind I'm playing this behind a freaking camera, so it's gonna be harder for me to do this. But honestly, to be real, the Cod Mobile game is actually pretty quality. Obviously, it has a shit ton of microtransactions. This isn't a freaking ad for this game. I just decided to try it on a whim. So, I'm not the biggest COD fan.
Frontline.
And a very good thing about stereo speakers. Oh, as you guys can see, it does run pretty smooth right here. There will be a certain amount of frame drops. God, this is hard behind a freaking camera. This is hard when I gotta focus on recording too. Flank him! That was terrible. I didn't even see him there. It's whatever though. And due to the fact that this has a big screen, obviously because it's a tablet, I'm dead. You get more screen real estate so that you don't have everything cluttering your freaking display. So it's actually a pretty nice thing to use. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna take forever, so. I think I'm gonna pause it right here. Pause it right here and finish this. We are done. Now I got the last 2 kills. Watch this. Yeah, so what I will say is that there are frame drops. Definitely. That's something to really expect. But overall, it's not to the point where I'd be like, this is unplayable on an NVIDIA Shield. It's still it's fast enough. It's smooth enough. And I got top dog. But I leveled up twice. Wow. I think it's like double XP or some shit today or something. I forget. But yeah, but like I said, this game is actually, it runs pretty smooth enough. But obviously, there's going to be some hitches with this because, it's two Android OS versions out of date. I believe it still gets like security updates, but it doesn't get, full OS updates, which sucks. But you could always root it if you really want to do that and probably get Android 10 on it. But who knows, really? I know the rooting community and stuff for this was pretty strong when it first came out. I don't know about now, but yeah. What else? Thermals are not great on here. I remember when I was playing something like Doom 3 when it first came out, when I first had this tablet rather, it would heat the tablet up super bad. Same with like Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel as well. It would heat it up, especially at max settings, to the point where the tablet was unusable. But that's something that you should obviously expect. I don't have the stylus for it. It had a stylus that that came with the original version of the tablet, the NVIDIA Shield tablet, but it wasn't put in the box for the Tablet K1. You had to buy it separately. What else? Speakers, like I said, are still great. I don't test the cameras because I don't care for tablet cameras. I no longer benchmark because benchmarks don't really show performance. So don't ask me for that anymore. Last time I did that was for this tablet, but I'm no longer really gonna do that. What else? Yeah, the only real thing I would say is that it's almost three OS versions out of date, so you won't get Android 10 on this. It heats up, it gets warm rather, because there's obviously no thermal cooling in here like a lot of phones today. So keep that in mind. It has a headphone jack, so you can definitely use that if you really want to. It has a micro SD card slot, which I feel is mandatory because it has 16 gigs of internal storage, I think. And you can use this pretty much for like any sort of gaming thing if you want. You emulate, you can do that, and it's really no problem. It's breezy on this tablet. So I'm gonna compare it more with other things, but it's just something that I've noticed where this tablet still holds up. It's gonna be hard to find it because they technically discontinued it after Nvidia decided to put bin all their mobile processors for the Switch. So it's gonna be hard to find, but that's nothing that I would say is that if you can find it cheap on eBay or something, I would go with that. I lucked out getting this when I did, but yeah. That's all I really have to say when it comes to this. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, whatever time of day it is in the area. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it or dislike it. If you have the Shield Tablet K1, let me know in the comment section below how it still holds up for you personally. What do you even use it for if you don't use it for gaming? Let me know in the comment section below. Have a good one, you guys.